Let's talk about the original intent behind the passage of the Felony Murder Rule in California. Here's what the state legislature had in mind when they enacted it over 100 years ago. It's something like this. When people engage in dangerous criminal activities that a reasonable person knows are likely to result in violence, and someone's killed in the commission of that criminal activity, then the Felony Murder Rule holds all the participants accountable regardless of whether they actually did the killing or even meant to kill. So yes, the point of the Felony Murder Rule is to deter people from committing inherently dangerous crimes in the first place, where they know that violence is a likely outcome. And if they do and someone's killed, then all the participants can be charged with first-degree murder. There have been a number of cases which support this concept. Back in 2002, in People versus Gutierrez, the court said the mental state required is simply the intent to commit the underlying felony. And in People versus Burton in 1971, the court said, once a person has embarked upon a course of conduct for felonious purposes, he comes directly within a clear legislative warning. If a death results from his commission of that felony, then it will be first-degree murder, regardless of the circumstances. So I think the intent of the law is clear. It was meant to be a deterrent to committing dangerous felonies that, by their nature, would likely result in violence and get someone killed. But in order for this to work, the Felony Murder Rule has to be judiciously applied. And it's up to the DA to know when and how to properly apply the Felony Murder Rule, or it might result in an unjust sentence. Or almost as bad, one that's perceived to be unjust, and the Felony Murder Rule can end up getting changed, gutted, or repealed completely. In fact, some states have abolished their Felony Murder Rule for the very same reasons of complexity and fairness that many of you have already pointed out in our discussion. Well, there's much more to say about the Felony Murder Rule in California, but we'll save that for later. In the meantime, great job, everyone, and let's keep the discussion going.